Something that I'd like to mention before we move on with this afternoon's program is that everything that we do here, we do for the textile and fashion industry. And we also want you to be involved. We need you to be involved because if we're going to do something together, we need the industry's input. So I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I'm going to invite Erik Valvring up on stage. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, take it away, Erik. Why are we here?
Yeah, maybe I could put what you just have seen here in sort of a context. I mean, why are a science park building all this stuff and AI and combining the textile industry and automation and all these kind of things? And of course, it's for Sweden. So our major focus for these projects have been, if we were to produce a new Swedish textile industry, what would that be? So that is kind of the question that we have been trying to answer. And of course, what we are good at here in Sweden is, automation, robotics, etc. We are also good at textiles, and we are good at the circularity. The other thing that we have been the starting point for all this that you have seen here, the Eaton system, etc., has been that we have a huge problem. We have 80,000 tons of clothes disposed every year from Swedes, and we need to be in circularity. And the first thing that people normally think of is, how do we collect those? How do we sort those? But our goal has been, when we have collected and we have sorted, then what? What do we do then? And therefore, the remake machine idea came about. So if you start to think about not just collecting things and trying to understand them, but think about the next time you collect things, what should you do then? Then it becomes obvious that once we put them in this machine, we can also have the context. You know probably about the product passes, the QR codes, the cloud services, etc., in order to track things. So if you start thinking about the second and third loop, then it becomes obvious that we need to do stuff once we have collected and sorted things. So that has been the aim here.
Yeah, and also to prolong the life of garments.
Yeah.
To see if, because recycling it's one solution, but it's not the only solution. And it's also very energy intensive. And what we've been trying to do is actually see, what can we do with garments if we look at them as raw material rather than fibers?
Yeah, and one of the most fruitful clashes that we had in this project was AI Thomas that you saw here before, and Anna Lidström, who is a doctor now in remake and knowledgeable in design. These people have not, to my knowledge, anywhere in the world been speaking to each other to try to understand and sort the circularity problems. And it happens in these projects. So that is the kind of thing that we want to capture and do here. And of course, this is not the end point. This is the starting point for the next level of circularity. So that is kind of the aim that we have had here during these projects. So all this maybe strange looking screens and machinery, yes, we have proven that it works. That is basically the message to you. And now we need to make it a Swedish industry as well.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Erik.
Thank you.